On October...
Yo, 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 what up, peeps? I'm really hoping that I don't have the technical issues I had yesterday, today. I'm not exactly sure what's going on, but if you weren't here yesterday, I was having like all sorts of like drop frames and like a really crazy stream delay. It was just a mess all around. I like restarted stream like I think twice, maybe 3 times. And I restarted my computer, restarted my modem. It was just a mess yesterday. I'm not happy. Anyways, we're gonna do the, you know, my quote-unquote weekend thing, which is 10 runs of Seek My Master, and then do addicting food. I did mean to start stream quite a bit earlier. If you aren't aware, if you missed, you know, a few days previous streams, my car is in the shop currently, and I had to drop my rental off today, and I walked back from dropping my rental off. It's supposed to be like a 5-minute walk or whatever, or 5-mile walk. But long story short, it's like a little bit longer than that. And then, I was like, you know what? I'm walking. It's kind of like on the way home. Not really. But it is quicker to go there. Like, while walking. So I went to Chipotle. And I got to Chipotle, like, too early. So, like, my Chipotle is, like, by, like, a Micro Center, so I went to the Micro Center. I was looking at monitors. And then I walked home. It ended up being just under 9 miles of walking, which is a lot. Weirdly enough, like, I don't really feel sore yet. My left shin's, like, kind of bothering me. But I've had, like, an issue with shin splints recently. And it definitely was not as bad as it has been, but still not healed or anything. It's only my like left shin too, which I don't know. I was like reading that it's basically because like your off leg is weaker. What it comes down to. Yeah, I'm sure tomorrow I'll be a little bit sore. I originally was gonna like walk back there, you know, pick up my car from the shop because we're done tomorrow. But now I got my buddy's gonna come and pick me up, so. Yeah, we need to actually go mag a little bit. It was really weird too. Yesterday, like, I don't hyper fixate on it. And I know like part of it was because like the technical difficulties I was having, but I was getting like no viewers. It's just like kind of weird. I did notice like after I stopped streaming that there was a big stream that I've never heard of. I say big, he had 300 concurrent viewers. Streaming PSO, he was under the PSO category, not PSO 1 and 2, or PSO 1 and 2 Plus, or PSO Blueverse, which I'll get to that in a second. So I assume that, like, you know, a lot of people are in his chat. It's just like weird, like sometimes like there's like 0 other people streaming PSO, and like other times it feels like there's a bunch. And when there's like a bunch, like I don't do well. So I don't know. I gotta be better, I guess, somehow. I don't know what I can do to like make people like want to like watch me over other people. At the same time, like I'd almost like rather them like watch other people too, though, because like I'm not really like. Don't be wrong. Like I would love to make a little bit of side money, so I can like basically spend that side money on like upgrading my computer, or like, you know, making stream better, or things like that, you know? But like, you know, this isn't my main job, like my primary income or anything like that, so. Speaking of making the stream better, I did find out that, well, I did find this, like, drop rate calculator on, like, a RuneScape wiki. I don't know if there's, like, a way I can, like, you know, wikis are usually, like, open source, right? Like, all the information's like free and everything. I don't know if it's like possible for me to get the information of like that calculator. But if I could get that, I could format it differently and possibly integrate it to stream. The other thing too is, I've talked about this briefly in the past, but Mr. Llama SC was doing a 0 to Zod farm, and he had like a binomial distribution curve, basically, you know, talking about how likely he was to get a Zod rune in his stream. He was not actually using, I say binomial distribution curve, it was actually not a binomial distribution curve. He was using something completely different. And I don't know what it is, but like on one of his YouTube videos, I watched two of it like on that series. It, like, what he was doing was, like, way more complex. Which is, like, cool and everything, but, you know, I don't need something complex. All I need is, like, literally a binomial distribution, or whatever. And, like, Google Sheets, like, has, like, a thing, like, but it's, like, clearly, like, wrong. Like, for example, like, okay, so, like, a binomial distribution, like, if you say you have, like, a 1 in, like, let's use our Panarms, for example, 1 in 2, or 700 chance to drop it, right? At 700 kills, it's, like, something like a 73% chance of having that item or whatever. And at, like, 1400, which is, like, double the kills, it'll go up to, like, a 92% chance, and, like, 3 times it should be, like, a 97% chance. Keeps going higher and higher, right? Whatever reason, like the Google Sheets one, you type in those like numbers, those same numbers, you get like the correct thing for like the first couple sets, but then like it goes to like it breaks it. It says you have a 100% chance. I think there's rounding happening. I think that's the issue. But like at the same time, I don't want rounding. I want like the actual number. And furthermore, I want to be able to turn it into a graph. Because, you know, then I can put the graph on stream. Like, the information's nice and everything, obviously, but, like, the information's not the main thing I'm going for. Pino's already trolling me. We lost one of those, by the way. Kushino killed the red one. So yeah, if anyone obviously knows anything about that, or furthermore, like, you know, like either like being able to build a formula in Google Sheets, or building like a way to like do that like directly into OBS, like I'd love that ability and to do that for stream. I think it'd be like really nice on certain. Obviously, like, I didn't track the panarm skills, so it's a little late for that. But like we have numbers for ruins now, and you know, depending how well it goes for ruins, maybe we'll do the same thing for episode 2 if we get there. When we get there. Weird. It was also weird. Why am I missing? That's also weird. Why is there not a red one? I'm so confused. Oh, yeah. I got sidetracked, but I don't know. A while back, the PSO was, you know, it was PSO, like that was it. Like there was no PSO 1 and 2 category. There was no PSO 1 and 2 plus category. There was no PSO Blueburst category. It was all like one thing. I don't know, one, why that got reverted. And two, I don't know, like, why, as a community, we don't make a decision on, like, which one to stream under. Because, like, I mean, I feel like most, like, the PSO streamers know each other, talk to each other. I did mention it briefly to Basement Hero forever ago, but he's, like, pretty much dead set on streaming on the Blueburst category, which... whatever. I mean, it's his choice, obviously, but I don't get it. I mean, technically the version he is playing is Blueburst, and he was, like, getting, like, annoyed at people coming into stream and asking, like, what version he's on, so... At least from my understanding, that's what happened. I mean, he might have, like, a different recanting. I don't know. It's just like the differences between versions 1, 2, and 3 are so minor. You know? And even like the versions, like the difference between like version 4, it's really minor, you know? I mean, there can be like an argument made between like, I don't know, I guess there can be an argument made for any of them. Honestly, that doesn't really help, like, in the, you know, like, that bigger streamer coming in and streaming under Phantasy Star Online. I don't know, you know. Because, like, you know, well, I say that he might be part of the community, you know. Maybe he's just like an older dude that I don't recognize. Really? Really? You know, kill another red one? Oh, he probably get hit by a laser, actually. Bro. It's like World of Warcraft. Like, World of Warcraft's a good example. Theoretically, I think there should be, like, a difference between, like, classic era, classic, hardcore, and retail and maybe a Plunderstorm. But, like, you know, I think maybe Blizzard doesn't want that. To make, like, their Twitch standing, like, bigger, but, like, if World of Warcraft, like, which is wildly different between, like, versions, can be, like, one thing, then, like, why can't PSO? Ugh. It literally just confuses me, I guess, more than anything. Like, why? Like, it feels like PSO's like an outlier, you know? Fortnite's the same way, you know. There's the various versions of Fortnite, ways to play Fortnite. It's all under the same umbrella. I feel like there's a sweet spot for distance on, like, to, like, be able to, like, one combo them. Plays for your buddy. Dude. Oh, there's one run. 9 more to go. I don't know. Do you guys prefer ruins? Or do you guys prefer caves? Like, you know, I'm really doing this, like, for myself, but I'm curious, like, for, like, your guys' input, you know, because maybe it'll sway me in the future. You know, like, I'm just doing this to... Well, originally I did it to try to inflate my found rare number, but obviously that failed to happen. And then I kind of got addicted to, like, the possibility of, like a really rare drop happening. And that hasn't happened yet. So... then it basically just came down to... changing it up, you know, and just not running addicting foods over and over and over. I feel like a lot of times, like when I do addicting foods, I just like want to put on podcast or something, chill. I don't want to like sit there and walk or anything, just turn off my brain basically. This, like, you know, it's a little bit more involved. So I should probably heal because these guys hit absurdly hard. I don't know. Man, another thing I need to bring up, you know, because I walked back. Okay, I have to tell a story first before I get to what I was just about to talk to. Okay, so I dropped my rental off. You know, I rented it at like 8:10 a.m. on Tuesday, you know, so I could use it for work on Tuesday and Wednesday. And, you know, I was going to return it yesterday after work. You know, I had like a long day at work, so that ended up like not happening. But I end up like returning it today because they said, and I quote, you know, it doesn't really matter if you return it at 5:30 a.m. or 5:30 p.m. or 8 a.m. the next day. It's still, you know, less than 48 hours, so therefore it'd still be 2 days. So I return it today, you know, I bring that up. I'm just like, yo, like, this should not be 3 days, it should be 2 days. And they're like, oh yeah, like, oh, it's just not, I see what you're saying. And then they charge me, and it's still 3 days. And I was like, no. And then like they like argue with me about it. And I was like, I don't know who told you that. It should be 3 days, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. And it was like, what? No, like, it's not even 48 hours. Like, the other person like told me like a completely different thing. So I told them, you know, I was gonna go home and just go to corporate or charge back my card. Like, either way, I'm gonna get my money back because you guys told me one thing. Whether that's like the way it's supposed to be or not, like you told me. So like, you know, I leave with my receipt and everything. I get like a call like an hour like later, like while I'm walking home, from the person who told me that, and they're like, and she's just like, oh yeah, no, I told you the wrong thing, you know. She's like, you know, because you got a rental with a discount, you know, it's charged like per calendar day on that. And I was like, that doesn't really make any sense. And she's like, yeah, I know. And she's like, I went ahead and took that off, you know, because that's what I told you. I was like, okay, good. That's all you need to say. So, the other fucked up thing is, you know, I don't drive like a lot. You know, it's really just like to work and back and to Chipotle sometimes. Or the gas station sometimes, and disc golf sometimes. Anyways, so like, look what I did was drive to work, drive back. And if you ever get like a rental, you should know that like you have to put gas in it because they'll charge you like a mofo if you don't, right? I go to put gas in it like on the way there this morning, and the gas tank doesn't open. It's like bent, broken, whatever. I can't open it. And I was like, it's a good thing I didn't drive much, because if I drove much, like, I'd have been like stranded, you know? Ran out of gas. Stranded. And I told them that, and they're like, oh yeah, we have like an issue with that car. I'm like, why'd you guys like not tell me that, like when I got the car? Just multiple bad things that happened like with them. It's Hertz rental, by the way. I'll name drop them. You know, I appreciate they like made it right and everything, but like at the same time, you know, I shouldn't have to deal with that stuff. I'm sitting there paying fucking $40 a day for a rental car, which I just like wish. In retrospect, like there's apps like it's not really popular, but Turo, which is like an app like where other people can like rent out their own car, and like you can like typically get better deals on there than like you would like going to like Hertz or whatever. And you can get like nicer cars too if you want to, like. At least in Columbus, there's like Porsches, there's Teslas, there's Corvettes. I actually keep thinking about doing like just renting a Corvette, just to, like to drive it, you know. But it'd be, I think the last time I like looked at the Corvette numbers, it was like 200 and something a day and 3 days minimum, so it'd be like $600 something. And that was like with like the less nice Corvette. Like the nicer Corvette was almost $1,000 for the 3 days. I also don't know how that like I don't know how that works. Like if I can just either have them drop the car off at my place, or if I can like leave my car there. So I don't think that would have helped me. I still would have like find like a ride for that, I think, or walk somewhere, I guess. So yeah, no, like the reason I re-brought up like walking back though, before I got sidetracked with the rental car, was because I have to talk about what they call a walkable city. And you think Columbus, which is a pretty big city, a pretty progressive city, would have decent walking capabilities. I'm going to ignore the fact that 90% of sidewalks were covered in ice and not like slippery ice, but like the bumpy, uneven ice that like fucking kills your feet to walk on. I'm gonna ignore that part, because like that's technically like the responsibility of like the homeowner to shovel that. Even though it's city property, it's like the homeowner's responsibility to shovel it. It's confusing. I looked this up. Anyways, there's two different parts, like where I'm walking, and then the sidewalk just ends, and there's no crosswalk to walk across, like where the sidewalk continues. So you're like literally either forced to walk like a quarter mile back where you came from, or jaywalk, which, you know, obviously jaywalking is technically illegal. It's in the name. So I probably freaked out a few people when I illegally jaywalked because it was like a busier road. But I'm just like, I don't know, I'm not walking a fucking quarter mile back. I have like over 5 miles left to walk already. It's just like kind of pathetic, you know, like it's not hard to make a sidewalk. A lot of times like the city owns like that space anyways for bus stops and whatnot. So it's like really upsetting like when there's no sidewalk like at all. You know, obviously that's not always the case. Sometimes there's not room for sidewalks. But, you know, people always talk about, like, you know, like the overpopulation of cars now. And, like, you know, there's like a meme, you know, just one more lane, bro. Just one more lane. as if like one lane's gonna fix like all like the traffic congestion issues. It's not going to. It's just like it's just potentially gonna get worse until you have flying cars or a better form of mass transportation. But like walking alleviates that because there's not nearly as much space as opposed to like a vehicle on the road. It's like a lot less space for a single person, like on even like on a road, you know. That was the other thing. I quite frankly don't care if it is like not illegal, but I was like walking the bike lane on like a lot of it because I don't know if there's a sidewalk or not, because like that's like how uneven and like unshoveled it was that I literally could not tell if there's a sidewalk or not. So I was like walking the bike lane because I was like, there's not gonna be any bikes on the road. Like, you know how hard it is to ride a bike on snowy roads? And plus I can, you know, if there was a bike, I can physically see that and step onto like the shoulder. But I got honked at for it. That's part of the reason I bring it up. But like, the person that honked at me, like, they were coming around a corner, and they were like, doing the fucking race car thing, like where he's using like the full road, and it's just like, bro, it's 25 through there, you don't need to do that. Dude, you guys are fucking trolling me, bro. Got 2 down. I don't know how weak that guy is, I can't shoot him. We're gonna find out how weak he is now, I guess. Gina with the assists. A while back, I walk for exercise occasionally. A while back I was walking, and I have to like be on this like side road, and then I go like into a subdivision to walk, but I'm only on the side road for like a tenth of a mile, a quarter mile, depending on where I go. And there's like massive ditches like on like the side, and no sidewalk, so like you just like walk like facing traffic on like the side of the road, right? Like that's like how you're literally supposed to do that for safety. And this guy's like sitting there driving down the road, and then like towards me, and you know, gets like in the middle of the road, so you know, to not hit me. Then he hits his like brights, and I was like, what the fuck? Like I thought they was like being an asshole at first, like instinctively. So then like I flicked him off because I was like, why the fuck would you hit your brights at me? Like, don't be a dick, man. Like, I'm like, it's not like I'm like wearing all black, you know, I'm visible, I have reflective gloves, I have reflective shoes, like, if you can't see that, you're going too fast, it's 25 down that road. And, yeah, so I flicked them off, because I was like pissed off about it. Then like later, you know, I'm still walking, because I was at the beginning of my walk, I was sitting there thinking, I was like, you know, my car has like automatic brights. I turned them off like instantly because they're fucking terrible. I wonder if that's like what happened. That's because it like the automatic brights basically sense light sources. So like if there's a light source coming towards you, like they'll turn off their like the brights automatically. But you know, reflectives aren't a light source. And plus, like, you know, if their sensor or whatever didn't pick up the reflectives, I don't know. It's possible he put his brights on purposely at me. It's possible they were, you know, automatically done. I have no idea. Party lights are like a fucking plague to society, man. Like the OLED, LED, light, I don't know. Yo, please, spread needle. Yes! The fucking curse is over! The curse is over! Fucking, dude, it's fucking over. That's way below parity, too. That is way below parity. Oh my god, dude. That's a good one, too. You know, obviously I can't use it, but, you know, I do want to make a Raymarl. And that's so good for a Raymarl. I said curse is over. I don't think I'm actually cursed. I just... bad luck. The unfortunate thing is, we were going to do Retired Hunter for those. The Chaos Bringer. I just got double hit there. I should have lived that. We were going to do Retired Hunter for the Chaos Bringers, but the nice thing about the Retired Hunter is, like, you get Ruins 3 boxes, which, you know, if you don't know, like, that's like the highest chance to 0%, of course. I think we might... I can't remember. We might do Retired Hunter still for LVs. Can how does that work if it's 0%? Can I still tech that up? Do they just pick random things to tech up, or does it go negative? I don't know how that works. I guess we can test that out. Not heal him. Wow, like I shouldn't say thank you. Oh man, I really wish that was the Dark Gunner drop that we got, but I'm not gonna complain. I'll be right back in a quick minute. I'm gonna go use the restroom, get a drink. Alright, I'm back. We're still gonna do 10 runs of this, by the way, today. I'm trying to find out if you can... Oh, right here, photon attributes. Attributes of 0% can't be altered during the detecting process. So yeah, we basically got a dud, but I don't care. We're gonna pick the stream title too. $99. $8.99, 99 rares. What's the coincidence? There she be. Custom shotgun that shoots countless needles. Its special attack paralyzes enemies. Yo, what up, Dr. Oran? Curse is over. I feel like I said that. I kind of was feeling like something was like wrong with like the, I don't know. You get all those like doubts like in your head like when like luck's bad. I remember like asking. I think it was Diley. I think I was asking Diley. I was like, "Yo, can if you killed the nano dragons in the air, can they still drop an item?" I think that's like one of the things I asked him. Or I think I was like. I asked about like rare mob chances too, or something like that. Because I literally went through like all of normal, all of hard, including the quest, by the way. Never seeing a single rare mob, and I finally saw one on very hard. I pick this up there. Sad news, by the way, but David Lynch passed away, if you're unfamiliar with him. Or if you're unfamiliar with the news, I should say. If you're unfamiliar with him, he's a very well-known director. I think his most popular movie, the one that made him big, was probably Elephant Man. Or not Elephant Man. Eraserheads. I said Elephant Man. He received Academy recognition with his movie Mulholland Drive, which is one of my favorite movies of all time for multitude of reasons. Yeah, droughts do happen, but that's by far my worst drought I've had. He also did Twin Peaks. Very, very iconic opening theme song. I tried watching it. I couldn't really get it in the show. It's not really my type of show. From my understanding, like it completely changes to like later on, and like the later on parts are like why I wanted to watch it, but the beginning just is almost like a detective drama. But it becomes very weird. Which, I mean, it's David Lynch, so expect weirdness. He also directed the original Dune movie, not the newer ones. He was, like, upset about it. Like, later on, there's a director's cut that got released that he was, like, less upset about. I thought the movie was good. I think the new one's like, leagues better, but I can't hate on like the old one. For its time, like it kind of weirds me out that like it never got more popular. I just realized on my Raymar, I do plan on like using like online quests. and stuff like that. So I'll be able to tech up that spread needle, or not tech up it, but photon drop it, make it better that way. He also did Blue Velvet, one of the original Americana movies, as they call them. I actually realized like I like the Americana genre. I didn't really care for Blue Velvet too much. I don't know if it was like me not... You know, obviously I grew up in... I was born in '88, right? So Blue Velvet is before my time. So like a lot of the Americana subtext is probably like lost on me. There's a movie called Sopranos. Is a lot of people call that like Americana mixed with the mafia, and I think that's like one of the best shows ever. But you know, a lot of that subtext in there is these guys doing like whatever it takes to you know, feed their kids, and you know, they sit there and talk about all sorts of, you know, different issues that were rising in America. You know, people, you know, the rise of mental illness diagnosis and the stigmas of talking to a therapist, or, you know, that was very prevalent back then. The taboo of a guy being submissive, like in any way, like in a sexual relation. That's like a recurring theme in that show. Whether it's like giving oral or like pegging is brought up in that show, like way before, like even like Weeds brought it up. Oh my god, my leg just cramped up. Ow. Ow. You know, government corruption, the drug epidemic, all that stuff gets brought up in Sopranos. The subtle racism, mostly about Italian Americans, because, you know, a lot of people associate Italian Americans with mafia. Like, that's, you know, if I said Italian American, like a lot of first thing people think of is, you know, well, back then it was Tony Soprano, but it wasn't just because of Tony Soprano, you know, it was Godfathers, Goodfellas, like, these good movies, but that's those people's perception of the Italian Americans. Like, even before those movies came out, it wasn't, you know, it wasn't those movies' faults. Which is weird because at the same time they do perpetuate a few stereotypes like in that show too. So it's kind of like weird that they're on both sides. They definitely perpetuate like Jewish stereotypes like in that show with the Hesh character. But from my understanding, like Hesh was like based like off like a real life person. So it's, I don't know, maybe they aren't perpetuating, but yeah, they make like a lot of like crack a lot of Jewish jokes, and then same thing with the Hasidic Jews, like they crack a lot of Hasidic Jew jokes. So I'm also like unaware, like if there was like a, you know, maybe there was like a cultural war between like Italians and the Jewish community, and maybe that's like why it's like a recurring thing that happens like on that show. I love this show though. I keep like re-listening to it because it's just, it's so good. You know, if I had a friend come to me and he's just like, name one show that you recommend and I'll watch it from start to end, I'd be like, Sopranos, 100%. Well, I'd probably ask him like, you know, I'm like, do you want like sci-fi, do you want medieval fantasy, do you want, you know, if I ask like a little bit more information first. It's weird too, because like Breaking Bad gets like a lot of praise. I think Breaking Bad does like a lot of the same ideas. You know, Americana mixed with like crime. Obviously, it's like no longer Italian American in Mafia. It's a white guy teacher and methamphetamine. But, you know, they're saying like they're doing political commentary too, like the idea like that a teacher, you know, is like one of like the people who arguably knows some like the most stuff like in like the world. You know, their job is like to learn stuff so they can teach people, right? And like they're kind of not really treated that way like in America. That like they're not treated that they're as important as they are. And then of course, like, you know, obviously the whole like underlying themes of like the medical industry being terrible. Like that's obviously a prevalent part of Breaking Bad. And you know, the ironic thing is, you know, Breaking Bad debuted like 15 years ago, and obviously that's still like an underlying theme of America is fucking, you're gonna pay an arm and a leg for healthcare, and you might have to like literally sell drugs to be able to afford cancer treatment of all things, like one of the most popular diseases. I'm not sure what your comic's like in reference to, and some crazy drug deals across the border. I have heard stories about Mexico, about like the cartel there. Yeah, Breaking Bad. There's one of my relatives like went through Mexico. They drove down to Central America, and like they were sitting there talking about how they do like public executions, basically, like the cartel does. So there were like literally people like hanged, like killed, like. And like allegedly, like it was like, you know, they wronged the cartel in some way. I don't know. It's crazy though, because like, you know, a lot of Americans think that like a lot of drugs, you know, are imported from Mexico, and in reality, it's the other way around. A lot of the drugs that Mexico has are imported from America. The whole opioid epidemic. I mean, don't get me wrong, like, obviously, like, you know, it's going back and forth. But... yeah, we grow our own weed now here. That's, like, the most popular drug by far. Well, on tobacco, but, again, we grow, like, a lot of our own tobacco. And I'm really glad I got that rare, because, like, I was contemplating buying, like, the Lego X-Men mansion and, like, putting that together on stream. Just to, like, take a break from PSO, because I was, like, getting so bummed out of the extreme drought I was on. I think the red one got hit by a laser again. I think, it's kind of nice, like, getting, like, a rare, like the spread needle, like, early like that, because, you know, that's, like, a rare that, you know, we still, like, want more of, you know. Like, the spread needle we got is 0%. It's kind of like the demo comment, like, you know, whenever I see, like, a Lily, I never get, like, upset, because the demo comment is actually, like, a really good weapon, and the possibility of getting, like, a higher percent on a demo comment is good. So it's the same thing like a spread needle, you know? The only thing that bums me out is, you know, how far... Did we really get a second? Oh, you bitch. You bitch. That was just mean. Damn it, Taco Horan. Heal him. You know, if I wasn't lazy, I would, What? How did I not finish that guy off? What does he have, like, one, yeah, 1 hit left, lol. Oh, man. That's a red. Geez, it's way up there. There it is. It's the top one. 1 PD. Went a little slow today. Took an hour and 13 minutes for 3 runs. Or that's like a few minutes for the intro and using the restroom and bread needle. Man, so I have like an Apple Watch, right? And you know, I got the Apple Watch to exercise. I really wish, like, when I got my Apple Watch, that someone told me, like, how bad they smell, like, as opposed to, like, a normal watch. It's probably just because, like, I have, like, the original band for it, but, like, do you sweat, like, at all? Yeah, I got spread needle. Run number 42. Got 0% on it. But it's like you sweat it all, and like that band just like smells like so funky. And, like you like wash it. I don't know if you're supposed to like use what like antibacterial soap or whatever. I use like the Dawn, like the dish soap. And the next day, like it'll go back to smelling weird. It's like I hope you can't smell this from like, you know, a person away or whatever. Yep, got my spread needle. Then I got Photon Drop, like the following run. That was fun. 50% Dark? Vulcan? Bro, how am I so fucking poor in this game, man? Oh yeah, because there was a fucking mission to buy workshop upgrades. I was rich before then. Look at them being all nice and clumping up. That never happens. Have you got anything, Ios, since you got your Kasami bracer, your second Kasami bracer? Everything I meant to ask you, like, you know, technically your second Kasami bracer could have been better than your first Kasami bracer. I think. Right, but I'm saying, like, you know, it's got like a spread of defense and evasion. So it could've... Oh, worse. Well... You know, I don't know if you plan on playing other characters or anything like that. I know you play on Phineas, so probably not. Oh, stop. Really? You really gonna chase me all the way here? I was trying to think if I should keep this or not, because it's like, it's pretty good, right? It's technically better, like, dark percent than mine, but like, worse hit. And it's got like a lot of native too. I think I'm gonna get rid of it. Bonk. Not really bonk, it's more like chomp. Chomp. Every single time that happens, two of them come. In disc golf news, the Memorial Tournament started today, or starts today. It started today at like 11 a.m. I'm gonna try like not to. I think it started today. Maybe it starts tomorrow. I think it starts tomorrow. It shouldn't be a 4-round tournament, so I don't know why it started on Thursday. I think the post just confused me. In other news, the Biden farewell speech or whatever was really good. I'm not going to talk about it much, but I recommend listening to it. It's really good. Alright. On to the Gunners. The first level of the stage is actually pretty good for Belarus and for it's not bad for sources, it's not good for sources, but it's not bad for sources. Wow, that was awful. Dude, that was so bad. It's not an earthquake. I don't know why that line seems so dumb to me. It might be a translation thing, though. You know, technically, like, anytime the ground shakes, it's an earthquake. Because, like, you know, like a rocket, like a bomb lands, they'll say it's still, like, an earthquake. You know, they're like, oh, it's not an earthquake because it's a bomb. It's still an earthquake. That's like one of the things like they measure bomb strength with is like the force of the earthquake. Oh, and in World of Warcraft news, Pirate Software, the guy who you know, got multiple people killed in that dungeon by running away, and then saying he's out of mana even though he had cooldowns for mana, and saying there's nothing he could have done, even though there's plenty he could have done. Got kicked from the streamer guild. So basically their reasoning was that people didn't feel safe playing with him anymore, which I can totally see. So I'm gonna get trolled because I'm standing on top of this, but I didn't know what else to do. I think I like watched his clips like on stream, but Grubby has like a really good take on it. I know like a lot of those OnlyFans guys base their farming it for content, but you know, he basically goes on saying, he's like, you know, like, it's not a crime to play poorly in World of Warcraft, right? Like, that's not like no one's ever gonna like. I mean, people will get mad at you or whatever, but they'll get mad at you and it'll blow over, right? The problem is that this guy double, triple. I think they said like he quintupled down. You know, basically saying there's nothing he could have done. It was other people's fault. Yada yada yada. That's the issue. Not that like he was a bad player. He's like, some people play the same game for 20 years and still be a bad player. It just happens, you know? He's like, I'm not as good as I used to be in Warcraft 3, you know, because I didn't realize this, but the dude used to be a legit, like, professional Warcraft 3 player. And, you know, he's not anymore. 20 years later. And that sounds crazy to say, too, 20 years later. I haven't played World of Warcraft in a while. I should probably get up my character. Yo, there it is, 170. I completely forgot. I didn't think it was going to be this run. I got an ATA. This is a really good day already. 842,500 to next level. It's literally going up by like over 25,000 every level now. It is... It's a lot. Oops, I fucked up. I fucked up bad there. Yeah, I'm out of position. We just might miss some guy. No, we're good. Don't shoot that one. You know? All the ones that shoot aimed right for the red one. I think she shot the red one again. Because they did the flinch thing. Red box? No. Red box. We're almost at 30 million experience too. God, dude. The longer I sit here, like this sore I'm getting. I was like not sore like at all earlier. Boom. I think I talked about everything I really want to talk about, though. Brought up the stream issues I had yesterday. Brought up hired software, bought up the walk, brought up my car rental. Oh, I did stop in Micro Center to check out monitors. And like the monitor I basically want right now, it's 2K, it's OLED, it's... I can't remember if it's 144 or 240 hertz. I feel like a lot of times they say 240 hertz, it's like that fake 240 hertz. Fuck. It's that fake 240 hertz, like when they're using like software to make it 240 hertz, and it's not actually 240 hertz. He was still technically green, by the way. But it's MSI. Last I knew, like, I don't know if this is still the case. It's been a while since I've like looked at this, but I think it was Samsung was making all the monitors, and then they were just selling to the different companies, and the different companies like were rebranding the monitors to like be their own. So there's like an Asus ROG one, and then there's a that MSI one. The MSI one is cheaper by like a little bit. So I might pick that up. I keep thinking between like that Lego set that I talked about earlier, my VR headset and that. Man, I want to take a fucking nap, but I can't remember when my buddy's supposed to be here. Oh, I guess I didn't mention that. Yeah, my buddy's coming over again to take a shower, so he'll be here. So I'll mute my mic when he gets here and everything, like I did last time. Last time, like, he's sat and like hung around because he's like between jobs, basically. So I don't know if he's gonna do that again, but it should like literally be like a few minutes, you know. I don't know what time that is though. Oh. Let's update this to... what? Why did that... There it goes. I need to pick up another skate doll, since I burnt one. No. I can't remember if I rebuff shipped and abandoned that room or not. Let's go ahead and redo it, just in case. Ooh. Maybe it's like a health percentage thing. Maybe that's like why I shouldn't say it like that. Thank you very much all the time. Like sometimes you top her off, she doesn't say it. Oh, never mind. That threw that idea out the window. Maybe it's because she's like performing like another action. She can't do like two actions at once. Like linear programming or something. These guys like never group up nicely. I was like doing that like spin around thing like a chicken. Probably why so many people use like the pole arms instead of like the swords. So I think the pole arms have like a bigger radius and longer reach. Oh my god. How I hit like a millisecond too early or something. Whatever. I got 3 of them. Wheel! It's like the best I've ever done this room. Beautiful. Beautiful. Oh, that's another thing I forgot to mention. So I bought like an item off of Amazon like a while back, and they said it got delivered. Originally it said it was supposed to get delivered a day, but then like I had like a second package come and get delivered, and I was like checking, and like this other package was delivered too, and I'm like, okay, that's kind of weird. And so I checked, like, cause one got dropped off like on my porch, the other one said it was like in a parcel locker. So we have like these like mailboxes that are like in rows, and they'll put like a key for like a bigger mailbox in like your small mailbox, right? But there's no key in my mailbox, so I was like, what the heck? So I called Amazon about it, because clearly I don't have access to that package. And they're like, oh, you know, sometimes USPS and FedEx and UPS will mark it as delivered like up to 2 days before they actually deliver it. So like it's probably gonna get delivered, you know, today. Like even though it said it got delivered on Tuesday. Dang it. Why are you not popping? That was weird. They ended up being pretty good too. I don't know, I've never heard of that though. I'm just like, man, I sat on hold for like 7 minutes for no fucking reason, basically, is what you're telling me. And then that was the other thing, like, their automated systems like weren't working, so I actually had to like call them manually instead of hold them. Because they have like an automated system like where you can chat like with like an agent or whatever, and they have like an automated system like where they can call you, so you'd actually sit on hold. But like, for whatever reason, like neither one was working. The other thing that's like kind of like annoying is I ordered like 6, 7 items or whatever. All of them got delivered except for one, which makes 2 of the items pointless. I don't know. It's weird. All because I didn't want family members to know the gifts that I'm getting them. Also just would have used their Amazon Prime. I'm gonna take a nap after this run. I keep yawning. Like my body's clearly tired from that walk, and I don't blame it. Since having my Apple Watch, that was my longest walk or run. Or walk-run combo. I did technically have more steps, like a few days. But it's only because of we went to Disney forever ago. You know, you sit there, walk around like 10 hours straight, basically. I think some disc golf tournaments I might have more steps too. But again, that's like over like 8-9 hours. This was over 3. Oh, I'm not even close to Photon Blast. Hit me again. Alright. Dude, we're clearing house. Dude, we got so many that time. All of them except for 2. I don't even care that we fucking killed one of the red ones. So yeah, I'll definitely be back like later on though. I'm basically just gonna I'm not setting an alarm or anything. I'm just gonna let my my buddy call me when he's like using the shower. So he'll either be here like between jobs, which is like 5:20-ish, or he'll be here after like the second job, which is like I think like 7:30. Just depends like on his day. You know, sometimes like he works long hours, just like sometimes it's like short. So yeah, I'll 100% be back. At least do 5 more runs of Seek My Master, and like a couple runs of Addicting Foods as well. But my body's sore, needs rest. Plus, I only slept like 6 hours last night too, because I had to be up early to return that fucking car. We got some people in here. Let's raid someone. Is Callie still streaming? She was streaming earlier. I don't see her. Verilix streaming. I don't know what this game is. Monster Sanctuary. Have I streamed? No, I've raided Verilix before. Oh, we could raid Pokimane. No, we'll raid a Weasel Beth. I used to raid World of Warcraft with her. She's nice. She's a variety streamer. She's playing Bloodborne. Bloodborne's awesome, so have fun. Anyways, bye! You
remember the Frenzy Tower